My name is Camilo Rivera. I am from Nicaragua. I am 19, and then I'm a freshman studying, majoring in electrical engineering with bioelectronics. I think the biggest barrier was my own fears about how can I relate or how can I express my own ideas. I think the best thing was stop thinking about people is judging you, because I think that the fears came through your own idea about, oh, they're gonna judge me because I don't know English, I'm not as good as they in English and stuff like that. So I thought I have to stop thinking about it and just start being immersed with everybody else. And then the second part was at least in my country, people is more warm in a kind of way. That's the way I would say. When you greet someone, it's with a hug or a kiss and a cheek. And here, some sense, I wasn't sure what I'm supposed to do, because it was some people wave their hand, some shake your hand, some a few of them will give you a hug. So it was kind of difficult knowing how to interact with some people. Maybe it's more difficult when you are trying to communicate with other international students, not from your country or from your same language, because they also have another accent, and I think also their mind are working in a different way, combining both languages. Usually your mind it started it has to switch over between Spanish and English in my case, so it started looking for certain ways to express my feelings or ideas. Since all my families and friends are in Nicaragua, so I have to communicate a lot with them while I'm here. First, I don't know why, but then I am more louder when I speak to them. And usually I'm in my room Skyping or with the cell phone to speaking with them, and then some people is are you screaming or something? And I'm no, I'm just talking to them. It's something that I'm used to, so maybe kind of you get used to both things, the way you have to communicate here and then the way you communicate with your people in your country or the people that speak the same language. But I will say that I can know the difference of both of them, and I'm really enjoying the fact that I'm learning a lot of things in English. So it haven't changed a lot in the way that I communicate in both things, but I will say that I'm still learning the difference of both type of communication, and then applying some of the things in within each other, putting some more energy in my English communication, and then noticing more difference in the way I will communicate in Spanish. So it's kind of interesting, I will say.
My name is Rachael I go by Reggie. I'm a freshman here at St. Louis University. I'm a biology major, history minor, pre-med, and I am from St. Louis. However, I was born in New York and have lived in Pakistan when I was a little younger, and since I was 6, I have lived in St. Louis. When I moved to Pakistan, I was 4 years old, so I was very young, and when I went there, I started kindergarten. So when you're young, there's no stereotypes that have been formed yet. Nobody judges you based on the color of your skin or your size or your money or anything. Just because you're young, you're innocent, so you don't. And when I went back there, my 6th grade year and my sophomore year, it was difficult, just because the clothing that you had to wear, the ways you had to communicate body language wise, and tones and things you said, you have to be pretty careful over there, just because it's getting a little worse and worse over there. Here you can smile at somebody crossing the street, you don't know them, but you still smile at them because it's just proper manners. Over there, you can't do that. Sometimes it'll rub someone the wrong way, and you never know what'll happen with it. So it was harder for me to be able to hold a full conversation, switch in and out of English and Sindhi. So I was losing my mother tongue, which was a little difficult, but I was growing a lot stronger in English and my grammar.